Hi everyone, it's Sunday, March 24th, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. APLF is now behind us and ultimately, little if anything has changed. Overall, cows sold well there and some regions saw better business than others. In the U.S., steer prices were again mainly unchanged yet again this week. Actually, those who traveled in Asia and attended the fair could sell at steady prices but no higher. And at the same time, sellers in general pulled back by Friday, opting to wait for the coming week since prices aren't moving any higher. Looking at heavy Texas steers, they sold at unchanged levels again this week, and that's $22 for seasonal averages. And as we mentioned, the cow market remains good, and while most sales were done at steady levels, some others were actually 50 cents higher. Looking at combined export sales for the period ending March 14th, they were 484,500, which is 11% higher than last week. And combined shipments ticked up by 2% to 512,500. Estimated slaughter for the week ending yesterday, March 23rd, it was 598,000, which is just 0.5% lower than the previous week. Turning to Europe, editor Andrea Guolo says that at APLF, sales were concluded in Asia at firm prices. Now, on the other hand, in Europe, the aim is downward with counteroffers. Work is stable, and surprisingly, there are some positive signs for the automotive sector. Taking a look at the British market, things are in balance. Sellers have orders, and prices are unchanged. The 36 plus is at 84 cents sterling per kilo, while for Irish sellers, we're at 95 cents per kilo in euros. For European bulls, things are a bit complicated because while demand is increasing a little, supply is still more plentiful than the demand. Reference prices for North German bulls at 40 to 49 kilos are still stable at 90 to 95 cents, and South German prices are also steady, but in some cases just barely. For European cow sellers, they did well in Asia, and the prices were higher, but they were also higher than what European tanneries want to pay. And regarding veal skins, once again, the situation is unchanged. In his analysis this week, Andrea looks at why things went so well for European hides in Hong Kong and the price situation among European buyers. From South America, editor Ronald Guiel reports that, surprise, the average price of fresh hides is unchanged at 85 cents per kilo in reals. The reference price of TR1 is also unchanged at US 65 cents per square foot, but Ronald says that it is under a good deal of pressure for decreases. In other news from Brazil, Latin buyers attended the 47th FEMEC fair. And in other news from Latin America, Argentina's Go-Go is expanding through franchises. Colombia's Ferex presented its boutique edition in Cartagena. And in Mexico, the Foreign Agricultural Service of the USDA says that the calf crop and beef production is expected to rise this year. That is all we have for this week, and until next week, good night from HideNet.